Its waters have nourished the cradle of civilizations and fed the world's greatest religion for millennia. It has been called the father of rivers. Witness the most fascinating and untold story of Sindhu, the river Indus. Come join us on an epic journey through 11,000 years of history, geography, and culture. Travel with us 2,000 miles with mighty Indus.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Drop. We're in the Endgame now. This is Hammad.
I'm Safia.
I'm Maha.
Guys, was Infinity War better than Endgame? Or was Endgame better than Infinity War?
I would have to say Infinity War. I mean,
Endgame.
Yeah, Endgame was good, but Infinity War had that extra touch, I'd say, yeah, definitely.
What were your expectations of the movie?
Okay, whatever I expected, Endgame was exactly that and more. It was everything and beyond. We got action, we got emotions, we cried, we laughed, the wit was there, we saw all our characters. The original 6, we saw them, and I think we all said bye to them on a very appropriate note. I do not think there could have been a more befitting end to each and every character, maybe except for Thor, but let's get to that afterwards.
It was bittersweet, I think. You know, it
Yeah.
was a final farewell to our favorite characters that we saw along the way.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of the final battle? Did you think it could have been better?
I think it was beautifully done.
Epic. Yeah.
Beautifully done would be an understatement even, because when we see Captain America and we see Iron Man, we see Thor struggling. Right now it's only going to be Iron Man and Captain America, and then we see him just, you know, buckle up again. We're like, oh, that's our captain, he's ready to fight again. And then we see these wormholes opening up, and then everyone comes out, and those 5 minutes were beautiful. I teared up. I don't know about everyone else, but
I think those 5 minutes were probably the best 5 minutes in the movie. It just brought the whole thing to life.
Yeah.
Seeing Black Panther coming, seeing all the Avengers getting together, ready for the final battle, it was epic.
And obviously there was that wit also, because when Doctor Strange goes like, is that it? And the other guy goes like, were you expecting more?
Yeah.
So yeah, like, you know, that's exactly what Marvel has been to all of us. It's been bittersweet, it's been funny, it's made us cry. I cried for 1 hour straight, so I don't know, I don't think it would have been more beautiful. The Endgame was perfect.
Okay, so the plot of this movie, it connected to other movies of the past. We went back to the Battle of New York, we went back to Thor, we went back to other places that we have witnessed on screen. What did you guys think about that? Was that something that was needed?
It was nice going back,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
it
It's
was.
something that we had seen, and
Yeah.
then we knew what was happening.
Yeah.
And just going back, it was lovely, I think.
It was adding more substance to the characters that we'd already known of. It was like a cyclicality element there, yet, you know, we went back to where they started from, and then we came back. Like, one of the most hilarious scenes of the movies was when they come to New York and Hulk is breaking everything, and the other Hulk goes like
He's
you
changed,
know, like,
hasn't
oh my
he?
god, and then he's like, you have to break, he's like, duh, duh. So that was epic, in my opinion. All of that was beautiful.
So guys, we have Neha with us from London. She has watched the Endgame as well. Neha, thoughts about the film?
What a movie it was. A brilliant, perfect, magnificent end to the saga that began back in 2008 with Iron Man. Now, I can't tell you much without spoiling the movie for you, but this movie deals with the aftermath of what happened at the end of Avengers Infinity War when Thanos snapped and half the population of the universe just faded into nothing. The acting is brilliant, the direction is very well done, the action will make you squeal. This movie will make you laugh, will make you cry. It's filled with emotion, action, comedy, and a lot of feels for the fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Thank you, Neha. Lovely talking to you. So, guys, did each character get a deserved ending?
Absolutely, I feel.
Okay.
I think. Well, the ones that I feel got the deserved ending was Tony Stark and Black Widow. Just the way they sacrificed themselves, I thought that was beautiful, right?
And you know, like when Iron Man's wife comes up to him, she's like, it's okay, you can
Yeah.
rest now. My God. And the funny thing is that they even showed a very cute glimpse towards the end that proved that Iron Man has a heart. And it was also beautiful because everyone lost something, but Iron Man had not.
Yeah.
He could have chosen not to go back and fight for everyone. He had a daughter, he had a wife, he had it all. Yet he decided to go back in and fight everyone, and he ended up losing himself in the process.
The ultimate sacrifice.
The ultimate sacrifice.
Did you guys want to see more of the heroes that had vanished in Infinity War?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely.
Black Panther for me.
In addition, Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
If we just watched Captain Marvel a month ago, right? I assume that the movie is going to revolve around Captain Marvel. But I am glad that it did not, because she's new to us, let's face it. We wanted to see the original six, we did. And in my opinion, the Endgame was exactly that. It ended one chapter, and perhaps after this they're going to move on to another. But I guess everyone had their limited role. Doctor Strange did not have any role except for like just coming out, right?
Last minute.
Yeah.
One interesting aspect of this movie was that we see each of our characters going back into their past and meeting those that they loved. You see Tony Stark meeting his father, Captain America meeting the love of his life, and you also see Scott Lang coming back and meeting his daughter. So what do you guys think about that?
I think it was just part of the puzzle that needed to be, put together, and it was displayed in an amazing way. Before leaving, before it all ending, it was that part of the story that had to be shown, and I really liked it.
Yeah. In addition, because we had to lose those characters, I feel like they also wanted us to know what exactly is at stake for
A
them.
background on them,
So that we can relate. Like when he met his father, right? And we could see that every one of the characters could have chosen to stay for their own selfish reasons. The very fact that they realized we have somewhere to be, we have to save the world, and they said bye.
Okay, in the beginning of the movie, when they go on that planet and they meet Thanos, were you guys expecting Thanos to be less vulnerable than he was? Was that something that caught you off guard?
I was expecting him to be more of a tough guy, honestly. I think he was quite vulnerable in this film, but maybe that's the way they wanted to depict it,
It's also very interesting because 9 years later, while Thanos that we see is this mature guy who's like, I even destroyed the stones because I realized I could have used them for my selfish purposes. But the Thanos we need before, he's full of that, drive that have to take over the world. So I feel like that was a very interesting parallel also that was drawn by Marvel between the two versions of the same bad guy, but that humanized him also. The very fact that he's just off to a picnic now and he's just living his life in the simplest manner that he could, I feel like that was also an element of humanity even in a villain.
There's also a scene in the movie at the end when the battle is going on where you see that all of the women characters are coming together and they say that she's not alone.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Was
Beautifully
that
depicted.
a homage to feminism?
I think it was beautifully depicted.
I
That
agree.
is like female power, and they're all standing up for one another, and they're all fighting together. This is what should be shown in the movie. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was a deliberate breakaway from what conventionally is seen, that all the male characters come and we're like at ease. Okay, now the male characters have come and now we're going to be saved. They try to deviate from that and show us that you guys are still going to be saved, but just by a bunch
We're
of
as
women
powerful,
now.
you know?
Yeah, like
Absolutely.
we're equal.
Yeah.
That's exactly the message. So yeah.
Okay, at the end we also see that Captain America goes back into his former life and we see an old Captain America and he passes his shield on to Sam, who is a black guy. So do you think that they're playing the race card in a good way, that they're saying that America is for black people as well, challenging the main stereotype?
Diversity.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I think Marvel did all of that and beyond, every single
many
thing.
messages.
So many messages. If you want to dissect it, we can talk about, honestly, we can talk about all the modern day debates and all the modern day issues going on right now.
In this movie.
Yeah, because it was really the depiction of what the world wants to see. There's a reason that it was a blockbuster all over the world. So I feel like we all could relate. Sitting in a third world country, we love that movie. That has to be for a reason. So
Okay, guys. So the post-credit scene. No post-credit scene. Did you guys stay till the end expecting something?
Yeah, we stayed till the end, but it was the end game, so there was no post-credit, sadly, you know.
But what does that mean for the future of Marvel Cinematic Universe? We are actually quite literally at the end of Phase 3. Spider-Man Far From Home is going to be the official ending of Phase 3. What are you guys expecting Phase 4 to be like?
If you recall, there was a scene at the funeral where the boy who was in the previous Iron Man film, he's grown up and he's at the funeral, he's attending the funeral. Maybe this is a way of them showing that new Avengers will come, or something else is in way, you know, from us.
What are you guys expecting?
I think that is what we're expecting.
I think the key was that Marvel wants to leave it open-ended, and we can expect everything out of this, but there's a reason it was so open-ended. So I feel like they want to experiment for a bit and give us something unexpected whenever it comes out.
So guys, this was definitely an interesting conversation. We would love to hear from you. What did you guys think about the movie? Leave a comment and see you again at the drop.